What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Trading Learning 101. Happy Friday the 13th. It is December 13th. It's just after 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, and we still have LMPX just going wild and crazy. Hopefully you guys are having a great day like I said. Hopefully you guys can hear me better now that I've actually brought the mic over to my face. What I want to talk about in this video is risk versus reward. Always keep in mind the risk before you enter a trade, because if you disregard the risk and just blindly jump in on a trade, you will blow up your account eventually. I have had it happen to me in the past. Learn from your mistakes and carry on. And when you blow up your account, it really discourages you as a trader, and you don't want to continue. So learn from other traders' mistakes. That's why I always say learn from as many people as you can. Learn from their mistakes so you don't have to learn from them yourself. But LMPX today, really risky stock, but a high reward on it if you know how to trade it. It has a big spread on it today. So far right now, the spread on it is almost $1. Look at that. The bid's at 33, the ask is at 33.91. If that's not something you're considering or even looking at before you're looking to buy this and you're market ordering in, you're immediately buying in at the ask if you market order in. So you get in on this and this thing drops, it's down $1. But I was able to trade LMPX today, made a quick $250 on it. Made $250. I got in with a little 100 shares. I got in at $28 and I sold it just below $30.50. Nice little trade. Made my profit. Closed out my broker. I don't want to push it. It's a Friday. Take that profit and keep walking. That's what it's about every single day if you're a day trader. Just don't push it. I've been there. I've made profit. I've got greedy. I would keep trading, give it all back, and then some, and then kick myself in the butt because I kept trading, broke all my rules, got greedy, and then lost it all, and then some. So LMPX, let's take a look at this. I got in at $28. This was setting up a nice little pattern right here. Right after it made this run from $20 all the way up to $30, it ran up to $10. It just formed a nice little triangle right here from 26 just below $30, just getting tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter. I got in at $28, which is around right here. This thing popped up, and that's when I sold it right there. I like to try to take profit as soon as possible. I don't like to get greedy. Have had trades in the past where I made profit on it, and then the stock immediately turned against me and then had a death candle or something. And especially with the stock as volatile as LMPX, you don't want to push your luck. One moment you could be up, the next moment you could be down. And you also have to watch your size if the stock is moving dollars at a time. One example I want to point out with LMPX is right here after this big run up from $20 up to $30. If you were to get in right here at the top of $30 and bought in on this red candle right here dropped all the way down to $26 from $29. That's a $3 drop in one 1 minute candle. A $3 drop. If you were to get in big size, 1,000 shares at $29 and it dropped like that, $3, you're immediately down $3,000. Let the stock settle down. Let it set up a pattern. Let it set up something that you're familiar with and a strategy that you like to trade. That's what it's all about. Had this big run up. It started to consolidate right here, bouncing off this orange line, which is the VWAP. Bounces back up, and then you could see it. It's starting to get really, really tight, making higher lows all the way up to this $30 line right there. Just getting tighter and tighter. And then as soon as it breaks through that $30, this thing runs all the way up to $38. A nice $8 run. And then a lot of people all the way down to $34 and then dropped all the way down to $33 and ran into a halt. From $39 all the way down to $33. That's a $6 drop. 1,000 shares, jumping in big size like that, you're down $6,000. So that's why I only get in with 100 shares. I'll scalp it a little bit. That 100 shares made me $250. You don't, when a stock's moving dollars at a time like it is, you don't need to go balls to the wall, hardcore, like you see all these trading gurus. So it's just something to keep in mind. But LMPX, if we zoom out on this chart, has just been running 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days straight. This is a freshly new IPO. They're in the automotive business. From $5 just running all the way up to $39 today. What's been pushing LMPX? Let me show you. One great thing I like about Street Smart Edge, whenever a company releases news or anything, or SEC filings, they'll put it right into the news feed. So we could see here, we got all these Form S1s, FWPs, Form 4s, Form 8Ks. What I want to look at are Form 4s. Form 4s are insider transactions. So we got a fresh new IPO that just opened, and they got a bunch of Form 4s out. Let's take a look at one of them. So like I said, a Form 4 is an insider transaction. Either someone in the company, like a CEO, is either buying shares or they're selling shares. So we could see here on December 5th, 40,000 in option A or D. Option A, they are acquiring. If it was option D, they're disposing of. This person bought $155,000 worth. He got 40,000 shares. He acquired at an average price of $5. So let me get my highlighter here. So we got the code right here. Option A. He's acquiring. And it says it right here. Securities acquired A, disposed of D. He acquired the amount he bought $155,000 worth. He got in at the price of $5 and he bought 40,000 shares. Right there, clear as day. You have a bunch of these Form 4s and you just quickly just go through them real quick, checking them one by one. How much are these guys buying? They're buying a lot. They're buying and buying and buying and buying. When you have all these insiders buying, and then you have volume retail traders, us, coming in and buying as well, that's going to motivate the stock and push it even higher. And then you got shorts thinking it's up way too much and short it and short it and short it and just keep getting beat and beat and beat. They're going to have to buy as well to cover their positions, which comes into like a double whammy where you have buying and more buying coming in, which pushes the stock up higher. But great day here on LMPX. And like I said, don't get greedy. Take that profit. Call it a day. You always want to take it one day at a time as a day trader. Always think about, I want to be here tomorrow. I'm in this for the long run. Even if you were to take a little loss on it, don't beat yourself up over it. Learn from it. Tomorrow's a new day. But great little pattern here on LMPX, and a little nice wedge to break to the upside and continue going. And another thing, the first 15, 30 minutes of the trading day, try to keep your hands off the mouse, especially if you're a day trader. It is just too risky the first 15 to 30 minutes of the trading day. There are so many orders going through, you don't know which direction the stock is going for the day. Let all those noobs and people that don't know what they're doing, what I like to call degenerate gamblers, just gamble their money away on complete randomness the first part of the day. Majority of the time, when a stock picks a direction it wants to go, the rest of the day it's going to go in that direction. Not all the time, but majority of the time. And with this example here on LMPX, this morning, it had a little pullback here, and then it had a big explosion up. It consolidated. That's what we look for. And then once it got done consolidating, it pushed higher. You also have to think of these stocks like they're people running a marathon. When you're running a marathon, you're going to want to take a little break and then continue going. Or if you're a person that likes to run every day, you're going to run, you're going to take a little breather, and you're going to keep going. A stock, just like people who like to run. They choose where they want to go, they start going, and then they take a little pause, and then they keep going in the same direction. Having patience, having that discipline to know when to trade, when not to trade. Sometimes the best trade is no trade at all. Just key important things I wanted to point out in this video. And the risk. Always keep risk number one in your mind. It's all about account preservation in the stock market. Now look at LMPX. You see all this selling here going in on the tape. Panic sets in. Stock drops from $35 all the way down to $31. That's a death candle. That's what I like to call it. Or a flush. You'll see that a lot on low float stocks. I've pointed these out in a lot of my other videos, especially with low float stocks. You have low float stocks that will grind up like it did right here. It will grind up all the way pretty much to the highs, and then they'll flush it all the way back down, and then they'll redo it over again, and they'll slowly grind it all the way back up to the highs. But look at that. That's what you look for right there. Nice little flush on it, and then a little tight little bounce up $2 like a rubber band. Got to think of these stocks as well as rubber bands. When you pull on a rubber band, it's contracting, building up energy. And when you release that rubber band, it snaps and shoots forward. So when you have a stock that's been trending up and then it starts to pull back, think of it as a rubber band. I have many videos in my video library breaking down stocks. I have a strategy that I like to look for called the mid-candle breakout. And it's just like the rubber band effect. Over 300 videos in the Trading Learning 101 video library. Go through, check them out. I have a lot of great golden content in there. I've been doing this for 4 years. I don't mind making these videos and showing you guys what I've learned, so you guys don't have to make the same mistakes that I've made. But let's take a look at the market real quick. Still pushing up to all-time new highs. The SPY hitting recently 318 all this morning so far from the highs. It's just been pulling back from this 318 level, making new lows on the day all the way down to 316. The VIX is at 13.5. But still talks with the trade war, Trump, and China. I swear, anytime Trump says something, the market just goes absolutely berserk. I think it was yesterday, Trump tweeted very close to a China trade deal. And as soon as he said that, boom. I think it might have been right here. That big move from 314 all the way up to 318. In a way, that's manipulation, but you gotta roll with it. The market runs in cycles, and you gotta adapt to what's been going on. All this year, it's just been when Trump tweets, that's opportunity. If you don't adapt to that, then you're going to slowly die in the stock market. So you adapt to whatever's going on and you trade by it. This year, it was Trump tweeting about China and the trade war. Next year, it could be something else. And so on and so on. Early 2000s, the dot-com boom. All these companies had to do was put a press release out that they were going online and put in the .com, and they had their own domain, and their stock would blow up. A couple of years ago, we had blockchain and Bitcoin. All these companies would come out, put out press releases that they were getting involved with cryptocurrency and blockchain, and their stocks would explode. You see the story and the relation to it all here? You adapt to whatever's going on, and that's how you make your living as a trader. You just adapt to whatever's going on, whatever's popping and working day after day after day after day. That's what it's all about. And you're always a student of the stock market. Always stay humble. Every day is a new day. You're going to learn something every day. You don't know everything. The stock market is a never-ending learning process. Never ending. But nice run here on LMPX. I'm done for the day. I've made my profit up $250 to close out the week. Thought I'd make a little video here to show you guys LMPX, the risk and the reward of this stock. I hope you are all having a great day. I hope you all have a great weekend. If you guys have any comments, leave them down below. I'm interested, always interested to hear what you all have to say. Again, until next time, have that patience, have that discipline, and study, study, study as always, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you until next time. Later.